There has been a lot of speculation as to who puts the Phil in the name PHLster over the years. Some people thought that John's name might be Phil, some people thought that the dog's name might be Phil, but in actuality, the name PHLster is actually a play off of the word holster and the city of Philadelphia where John Houtman started this holster making business. However, now we do have a new AI feature on the website that has been indeed named Phil, the very first Phil at PHLster Holsters, in fact. I want to talk to you guys about Phil today because he's not like all of the other customer service bots that you're familiar with. Phil has actually been trained to answer your specific concealment questions and has been filled with almost all of the videos on our channel and the information stored on the website, and is shockingly good at presenting that information back to you in a conversational format. For the sake of putting Phil to the test and actually showing you guys how clear his answers are, let's ask him some of your guys' most commonly asked questions. Hey Phil, I'm not sure what Enigma to get. I have a SIG P365. I think it's chambered in 380. Phil says, based on the information provided, if you have a SIG P365 chambered in 380, you should opt for the Enigma Express, specifically designed for the P365-380. This model will fit the PHLster skeleton holster for the P365-380 as well. It's important to select SIG P365-380 from the drop-down menu on the product page to ensure compatibility, as the 380 version has a different slide dimension compared to the 9mm P365 models, and they are not interchangeable. Isn't that amazing? That's exactly how I would hope to answer that question, but he might have even been more thorough than I could have been. So let's respond. Thanks. Should I get any accessories? Do I need a wedge? Should I get the sport belt too? Phil says accessories can enhance your carrying experience by improving comfort and concealment. Here's some information on the accessories you mentioned. Then he goes into detail on each option and ends with, ultimately the decision to add accessories will depend on your personal needs and preferences. If you're experiencing specific issues with comfort or concealment, or if you're looking for a more customized fit, these accessories could be worth considering. I think that's a pretty darn good answer. I think we should try just a few more though. Awesome. I'd also like something to carry my spare magazine in. How can I add that to my Enigma? In Phil's response, he offers the Ascent pouch as a potential option, or the sport belt, provides you with some knowledge on both, and includes a link to both. Okay, let's try just one more. Do you have any holsters for my TLR-7 SUB? Phil explains that PHLster doesn't offer any holsters for the TLR-7 SUB, but that you can still use an open source Enigma with a compatible holster. He even recommends Henry holsters specifically as a great place to get started for looking, and he doesn't actually know this part yet, but Henry holsters does in fact support the TLR-7 SUB, and they sell pre-assembled Enigmas, so you can skip the assembly process with that if you'd like. Seriously guys, I've been so impressed with Phil's responses. You can pretty much ask him anything, but if he seems to kind of be dancing around the answer to your question and not quite knocking it out of the park like you'd hoped, you can always get a hold of us on the contact page.